Alrighty then. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to whomever's tuning in from wherever you're tuning in from. We are back open. Blissur's Tavern is open for business, where the content is as random as the drink selection. I feel like this one here deserves an intro that's of the wrestling promo variety. Let's give it a shot. My name is Stevie B, and I am a certified G and a bona fide bliss, and you can't teach that. And this right here, this is Blackberry Cobbler by Moore Brewing Company, and it's 16 ounces tall, and you can't teach that. Bada boom, realest beer in the room. How you doing? And how are we doing? Let's go. Oh. Damn, that's good. Shout out to Moore Brewing, man. That is tasty. Yeah. Go check out Moore Brewing. They got all kinds of goodies. All kinds of goodies. Go to Villa Park. Go to Huntley. Going to Huntley. Go see my boy Zach Ennis. What up, Zach? Alrighty then. So yeah, man, I'm normal. Another week gone by. Another week closer to normalcy, hopefully. Vaccines are rolling out. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. Yeah, keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Or you could go, roll out. Bow, bow, down. Bow, down, bow, bow, down. Bow, bow, down. Bow, down, bow. I'm not going to actually use the songs, because last week I used a fucking song, and it got banned, and now I'm not allowed in multiple countries like Syria, North Korea, Iran, and another country I can't remember, and it's Cuba. Cuba didn't see St. Patrick's Day, and that's okay, because that's not my general market that I'm going for. What is my general market? I have no clue, but I'll just keep on going and going for all my 34 viewers that love this, and all the rest of the viewers that hate this. You'll still get more of this, cause I don't stop. Hammer time. Got a little sidetrack there, huh? That never happens. My sister got the vaccine, which is good. She works up in one of them there schools, and she's doing good. She's doing good. No crazy bad side effects, except for one. She has one side effect that is not one that I've read anything about on the internet. And on top of it, she named that side effect. And that side effect, for anybody that is super curioso, she has deemed the Fauci farts. Oh, you thought you misheard me. The Fauci farts. Come on, dude. You serious, dude? 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 You serious, dude? So if you're planning on getting that vaccine, prepare for that. Prepare to clear out the living room, the dining room, upstairs, downstairs, the basement, the backyard, the front yard, and maybe 3 of your neighbors. Because the Fauci farts, I guess, is a real deal. Maybe it's the maybe the Fauci vaccine. When you take it, maybe she had COVID and it's forcing the COVID out of your system via your back door. Maybe that's it. That could be it, actually. Maybe it's the Fauci farts are getting forced out your back door. Fauci comes in there and he goes, take a hike, dude. Take a hike. With each vaccine rolling out, you got to think we're getting one step closer to a little bit of normalcy. I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to stop ordering DoorDash. I think we'll probably cut back on DoorDash. We ordered a lot via DoorDash pretty much the whole year, and it turned into a bit of a game where we used a lot of our skills that we learned on like live PD in the first 48. On the first 48, the clock starts ticking the moment you order your DoorDash. And we go into the side room at our apartment, and we peek out the windows and we watch the DoorDash come close, and in hopes that they're actually going to find our place, which they have a 4% success rate. Some crazy DoorDash moments, but there's one that definitely sticks with us. It's the highlight. The highlight DoorDash. This one's all-star, first ballot DoorDash Hall of Famer, no problem. This lady ends up calling me. She's, first and foremost, she's like 5 minutes away. She's in like 2 subdivisions over. And she calls, she has an accent, and she's like, I'm having trouble finding your place. And I'm like, go figure. And she says, I'm over by the playground. I go, playground? We don't have a playground. There's not even I don't even know where the nearest playground is. She says, yeah, by the playground. I go, we don't have a playground. She goes, okay. Okay, let me call you back. What? Calls me back. Like 5 minutes later. I'm on the other side of the playground now. Okay. So I don't see your place. I drive, I see this one, but I don't see your place. I go, yeah, we don't have a playground, so you're not in the right spot. And she says, are you sure? Am I sure? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they didn't put a playground in overnight. She goes, okay, let me call you back. So now we're on 2 calls, and we're getting a 3rd call back, right? At this point, we already know anger levels are rising. Anger levels are going through the roof, because now we know our stuff's getting cold. She calls back a 3rd time. She's having a conversation with somebody else when I answer the phone. I go, hello? And you hear this. Excuse me. Can you come over here? Excuse me. What? She calls a guy over to her, shows him our address. She says, do you know where this is? Can you show me where this is? And he goes, yo, yeah. You just go up over here, take a left, take a right, and it'll be right there. And she goes, okay, okay. So I go, you just drive there? You hear him go, excuse me? She goes, oh, you just drive, I follow you. And you hear him go, okay. He's going to escort her to our place. He ends up driving her all the way to our place. He peels off. She has 30 feet to make a decision to go left to our place or right to the other place. And you know exactly where she went. Hang a Richard, we're going that way. Finally gets up to me, and she has 6 DoorDash orders in her car. Must be 6. And all of them freezing cold at this point. So I hope they were all ice cream. She goes to drive away, and we have multiple buildings in our complex, and she ends up weaving her way out, and you can tell she's now lost in the complex. One way in, one way out. She's stuck. Another thing we got to get ready for is to get back into shape, to go to shows, go to concerts, you know? Because if there's one thing you know about me, it's that I'm throwing down in that mosh pit, baby. Yeah, I'm like the tallest person you know. So, you know that I'm up in that mosh pit. You know I'm definitely not at people's shoulder level. I'm definitely not taking some shoulders to the face, some bows to the cheeks. I'm ready. This is the part where Steve admits he's not ready. I am nowhere near somebody that belongs in a mosh pit. But I think it would be really funny if they had people outside of the mosh pits like doing yoga, like on yoga mats. They're stretching. And then I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of mosh-related injuries, some pulled hammies. People pulling their hammies because they haven't been working out. Just going to show up to the doctor like this. Neck's all messed up. Too much head banging. Show up with their arm just stuck like this. Or maybe they'll show up back here because their back is jacked up. But they pitted hard. I can't wait to get back to the live shows, though, man. The live stream thing has been fun. It's been fun streaming it. Bathroom lines, non-existent. Drinks are free. Create your own circle pit. I was the best one in the pit. Best one in the pit. No problem. I was the tallest in the pit. I was the strongest in the pit. I was the fastest in the pit. and I was the only one in the pit. But that doesn't matter. I took home the trophy. I got a gold star for that day. Hopefully we've been to our last live stream show, though. We did Dropkick Murphys on St. Patrick's Day. Threw back a ton of fucking Guinness. A lot of Guinness for St. Patrick's Day. That was a good time. And, you know, of course, we did have ourselves some Propo number 12. I won't do that voice 55 more times like last week. But, you know, we made the best of it. And that's all you can do. Hey, you just got to make the best of it, all right? Just got to make the fucking best of it. Weather keeps getting nice, which is good. I drove past the golf course today and it was absolutely packed. And it's the road's right by one of the holes, and I saw this guy just absolutely losing it, just slamming the club, Happy Gilmore style. And it reminded me of a story a former coworker told me, who unfortunately has passed away. But this story, it's definitely not one I'll ever forget, and we're gonna tell it now. So it's gonna live on in the World Wide Web forever. But he had a friend. We'll call his friend Brad, and Brad was out golfing with him at a country club. And Brad, he had one of those typical real bad golf days, the one where nothing goes right, nothing goes to plan, which is every time I go golfing, but that's fine. And Brad, at the end of the day, he ends up driving up with a golf cart with a caddy up on top of this little bridge over a pond. And Brad calmly gets out. Caddy's kind of looking at him like, "What are you doing?" He undoes his golf bag, picks up the golf bag, and throws it over the bridge into the pond. So everybody behind him is laughing. They're like, "Geez, Brad, come on." Like, he's got thousands of dollars of clubs in there, but Brad didn't care. He's like, whatever. They end up going to the country club, and they're drinking at the bar. And it finally gets to the point where it's late in the night, and Brad goes to leave. So Brad walks out, and they're all sitting there. And all of a sudden, they're looking out the windows back over to the golf course, and they see a caddy getting on a golf cart with Brad. And they're like, what the hell's he doing? They got a little flashlight, and they're driving out, and they drive out to the bridge. And they're like, oh, my God, like, Brad finally had a sudden change of heart. He wants his golf clubs back. So now he's got the caddy down in there in the pond, in the water. Granted, it's not deep, but he's walking through the water, and Brad's pointing to him. Oh, there, over there, over there, over there. So he ends up grabbing the golf bag, bringing it back up the hill, brings it back up onto the bridge, hands it to Brad. Brad sets down the golf bag, looks at it for a second, unzips a pocket, empties the water out, grabs his car keys that were still in the golf bag, zips the pocket back up, grabs the bag, and throws it back into the pond. So the moral of that story is, when life gives you golf bags, throw them into the pond. But make sure you have your keys first, or you might have to go fishing. That's what they say, right? Cheers to you, my friend Tom. Thanks for telling me that story. And cheers to Brad, too. Hope he's able to start his car. Guess I kind of revealed I suck at golf in that story, huh? Oh, well. It's true. I don't do it enough. You know, while we're at it, let's give 3 more facts. Yeah. Let's get 3 more facts about Stevie B that are absolutely true. Rule number 1. Fact number 1. I will never, ever take a second trip from the car when we get back from the store. I don't care what it is. I will blow out my own back before I take a second trip. I'll carry 2 cases of Ice Mountain, 12 bags on this arm, 12 bags on this arm, a bag of cuties balancing on my head, and a gallon of milk in between my arm and my torso before I take a second trip. And that's final. I won't do it. Rule number 2. White Castle will always be near the tip top of my list when it comes to fast food. And I know that it's a very small community that agrees with me. And I know that it's the top rental on the market. What I mean by rental is that it's in and it's out and it's quick. But it'll always be at the top of my list. And then rule number 3, or fact number 3. I keep calling them rules because they're rules that I live by, but they're facts for you. If I walk into Chipotle and I have ordered ahead and I am there for pickup, if it's a little late, that's fine. If it's a little late, that's fine. But when I walk in and there's 7 people standing there at the takeout counter with me, and there's absolutely nobody in line, nothing pisses me off more than when I stand there and watch the employees with nothing to do absolutely nothing, while we stand there and wait for 15 minutes for the one guy that's in the back making all the online orders. Hey, all the employees that are just standing up front. Grab a ticket and build a burrito bowl before I explode into a fiery ball of rage. Now I'm pissed about Chipotle again. Really fucking pissed about Chipotle again. Oh, it appears I've made it as far as I can go before I get absolutely livid. About the Chicago Bears. Andy Dalton. Let me say that again. Andy Dalton. Not Deshaun Watson. Not Russell Wilson. Not even Alex Smith. Andy Dalton is who the Bears settled on. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm sure Andy's a real nice guy. But the Bears continue to be the Bears. They continue to have an inability to have a real quarterback for the entire existence of their franchise. Let that settle in. Let that settle in that this franchise has been around since, the beginning of America, and they have never had an elite level quarterback, minus Jay Cutler. They end up walking into Seattle like a beggar with a handful of draft picks and a couple starters, just saying, please, for once, give us your quarterback. And Seattle went, nah. Good luck. Nah. They gave him the Morgan Freeman from The Dark Knight. Good luck. So I assume at that point they go into a full-blown panic and they sign Andy Dalton to a $10 million deal, and then later on they just try to slip it through the cracks that they're going to full-blown cut, one of their best defensive players that they've had in years at a position that they're not exactly deep in, and that's Kyle Fuller. They cut Kyle Fuller to clear cap space with multiple people on this roster that are making multiple millions of dollars that they could cut that are probably not even going to see much of the field, and they cut Kyle Fuller. That's good. Hey, Bears, all of you, did you meet Ivan Ooze? Did Ivan Ooze work his way into the office at Hallis Hall? Did he work his way in there and give you a little... Did he give you this? Did you meet Ivan Ooze? Ryan Pace, you seen one of these? Did you open it? Because you're making a lot of questionable decisions, walking around like a zombie, signing quarterbacks you shouldn't sign and cutting people you shouldn't cut. Did you open this? Ryan, did you open this? I don't know what to do with the Bears, man. Every move that they've made, they continue to unlock new levels of Chicago sports hell that I had no idea even existed. Every time I'm like, oh, this is it. We're at the bottom. Then somebody comes up with a little key. They're like, hey, check this out. Open the door. Oh, another level of Chicago sports hell. Let all the flames. Let's go. And you know who's loving it? The fucking Green Bay Packers. They get to face... Aaron Rodgers gets to face Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, and Andy Dalton 6 times next year. Bear down, Chicago Bears. You have pissed me off once again. Bear down, Chicago Bears. I am so fucking pissed. I'm pissed again. What else we got? I'm too pissed. The Bears have pissed me off again. Thank you, Ryan Pace. Thank you, Ryan Pace, for ending this podcast early because you pissed me off again. And you're going to continue to piss me off probably for the rest of the offseason into next season. So, hey, Ryan, cheers.